Have you ever thought about trying an ice bath, but worried you might do it wrong or miss out on the benefits? Well, today I'm here to help you to avoid the most common mistakes people make during their first ice bath. If you've been curious about the health benefits of cold exposure, like improved recovery, reduced inflammation, better focus, but feel intimidated or unsure where to start, this video is for you. Also make sure to check out my other cold plunging videos that I'm going to link down that go into much more details on different tips and tricks and in-depth reviews of my favorite cold plunge tubs. But let's dive right in. These are the top mistakes to avoid when taking your first ice bath, along with what to do instead. Number one, don't ease it in. Shock is your friend. Many beginners take 10 minutes to ease themselves into the cold water, first one leg, then the other leg. But this approach completely misses the point. Instead, get in all at once. The initial shock response, that gasp reflex, is part of the process. It what activates your body's stress response and kickstarts all of those amazing benefits you get from cold plunging. Number two, hyperventilating. It's natural to feel panicky and start breathing too fast, but hyperventilation can actually make the experience harder. Focus on slowing down your breath. Focus on nothing else but your breathing. Breathe in and out through your nose only, because this calms your nervous system and makes the cold more manageable. And by learning how to use your breath to control your stress response in the tub, you can use the same principles then outside of the tub whenever you get stressed. That's one of the main benefits of cold plunging, is that you learn to become more resilient and better capable of dealing with stress. Mistake number three, don't distract yourself. A lot of people try to talk, choke, or even scroll on their phone while in the water to distract themselves from the discomfort. But this robs you of the full mental benefits. What you want to do instead is face the discomfort head on, experience it, acknowledge the stress, and practice controlling your response. Because over time, this builds resilience and mental toughness. You don't want to teach yourself to go on your phone and scroll on TikTok whenever you get stressed. It's a terrible way of improving your mental resilience. Number four, watching the clock. Staring at the timer the entire time or asking every 5 seconds, how much longer do I have, makes the experience feel like torture. Instead, set a timer or play a song with a known duration, because this way you can focus on your breathing, the experience, rather than obsessing over how long you've been in. Number five, starting with the wrong temperature. Jumping into a 60-degree hot or warm water and staying in there for 10 minutes, or jumping into 33-degree cold water and only lasting for 10 seconds aren't really cutting it. You're not going to get the benefits you want from cold plunging. Instead, you want to find a sweet spot. When you get in, you want to experience that initial gasp reflex. That's incredibly important. And you want to stay in long enough so you either start shivering while you're already in the tub, or you shiver once you're out. Allow your body to shiver. Not only does it burn fat, but it also helps activate your brown fat tissue, which will then keep you warm without having to shiver. Number six, skipping full submersion. I see this over and over again. People go into a cold plunge and they go to their belly button, or maybe just, to below their nipples. That's not how it works. To get the full benefits, you need to go up into the cold water, up until your jawline, here where a vagus nerve comes down. This is where you want to expose to the cold. This is really where the fight and flight response really kicks in. Now, if you, for the first time you're doing it and you only get in, to here approximately, to just above your breast, that's perfectly fine. But try to get in to your jawline if the size of your tub allows you to. This is where the magic happens and where you get the most benefits out of your cold plunge experience. Number seven, getting discouraged or overly enthusiastic. Some people give up too soon because they're comparing themselves to others. Oh, this guy on YouTube, he stayed in for 15 minutes in water that was filled with ice, and I can't do this, so I'm not gonna continue doing it. Others, on the flip side, they do it once, they feel like, oh, I've accomplished it, and never do it again. The point with cold water exposure, it's a personal journey. Do what you can do. Make it difficult for you, as difficult as you can handle, and try to push the envelope every single time you go in. Stay a little longer. There is at some point, you don't have to keep staying in. If you're in for 5 minutes, chances are you can get out. If you feel super comfortable in staying 5 minutes in the water, maybe the water isn't cold enough. But if the water is freezing cold, you can get out after a few minutes. There is no need to prove anything to anyone, really. Stay in as long as you can, get that initial gasp reflex, start shivering at some point, and that's what all you need to get most of your cold plunge experience. Ignore what everyone else is doing. This is a personal journey. Stick with it. Make it a regular part of your wellness routine. Consistency is key and the most important aspect of cold plunging. All right. Those are the top mistakes to avoid during your first ice bath. To recap real quick, get in all at once. Don't ease it in. Slow down your breath. No hyperventilating. Face the discomfort and don't distract yourself. Use a timer and don't stare at the clock. Start with the right temperature, and that's different for everyone, so you have to find out what is the sweet spot for you. Fully submerge yourself up to your jawline if possible, and take it one step at a time, and don't give up or overdo it. Cold exposure is one of the most powerful tools you can do to improve your physical and mental health. But like anything, it's all about doing it the right way. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on optimizing your health and wellness. And if you've tried an ice bath before, let me know in the comments what your biggest challenge was. I'd love to hear your story. See you in the next video.